name is Trey Carey, and welcome to episode number 14 of my Madden NFL 17 Connected Franchise Cleveland Browns, and this is week 15 of the 2016-2017 NFL regular season. Before we take on the Buffalo Bills in Buffalo, let's take a look at what we need to do first on our to-do list. A couple players are interested in the money, so I'm making offers for them, and he didn't accept it. Marcel Jones got offered a contract, and he accepted that. And that's it for the money part. I think that's all I need to do. Yeah, let's start our weekly training. Once again, this is week 15. I did 2 weeks, I think, last week. 1 week was the bye week, and then the next week was the regular season game. So, on offense today in practice, we worked on the medium pass. On defense, we worked on the cover 2 man. As you see, several defensive and offensive players increased. As you see, Von Bell, Carter Fackrell, and Joe Hawkins once again all increased their XP. So that's it for week 15 training. Last thing we got to do before we take on the Buffalo Bills is we have to scout college players. So I think we were on like 70 something. We were going way down. So we have lots of points to 69. I was close. Alright, so Garish Lock is scouted. Renee Mitchell is a 3rd talent. Stanley Blankenship is a 6th talent. Noah Holman is a, we don't know yet. Carol Booth, undrafted. That's it for the starting points. So we have 0 left. Right before we get into the game, take a look at the lineup. I didn't change anything yet. Tight schedule. Same thing as last week. Shout out to Marquise. Yeah. And then shout out to my brother hooking me up with this nice control freak, whatever it's called, thumbstick, I don't know. So yeah, next week we take on the San Diego Chargers at home, and then week 17 last week we are on the road in Pittsburgh to face the Steelers. We're the best team in the conference. Let's take a look. Before we start, let's see how good we are. We are the best record in the NFL. How about that? Only 2 losses. The Bears are a close second, and then the Bills. So they're 10-3 too. So we play the 3rd best team in the NFL. So this is going to be a hard matchup, but I'm ready for the challenge. We are 11-2. They are 10-3. So this is going to be a fun game. I believe we lost last week to the Bengals. So that was a hard loss. I felt so bad, but hopefully last week took an L, but today we bounced back. Here's the CPU uniforms. I just showed you the my uniforms. So before I start, I would like to say Pro Bowl recap. AFC 1 beat NFC 20-13. NFC was gonna come back, but Jimmy Graham didn't catch the ball and it got intercepted. NBA doubleheader tonight on TNT. Pistons Celtics at 5, and then what was the other one? Something Suns. Celtics Suns, Pistons Suns. Someone plays the Suns at 7:30. I can't remember. No Infinite Warfare live stream. Like I said last week, I'll do that maybe after the two franchises, whatever you call it. If you enjoyed, make sure to like the video, comment if you want me to change anything, subscribe if you enjoyed, blah 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 blah. Last but not least, follow me on Instagram at Trey Carey, TreyCary. Also on Twitter at The Real Trey Carey, TherealTreyCary. I think that's all I have to say. I'll see you guys at halftime. Enjoy the first half, people. Peace out.
I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game features a very active secondary. The Bills are top 10 in forcing interceptions, And they'll be up against the Browns, who will be testing that coverage. Set for the call of this Week 15 matchup, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Cleveland Browns and the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They come in after tasting defeat for the first time in about a month as their loss snapped a 4-game winning streak. Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they come into this one off a bit of a clunker last time out, a loss that ended their 5-game winning streak. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This one taken from the pass of 25 to the 26-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by the former Texas Christian University Horned Frog, Andy Dalton.
And there's no substitute for experience in this league. And what it usually leads to, a whole lot of confidence. Andy Dalton is sharp with where to go with the football now. I think he sees reads before they actually even happen. He can sense them now. And he is one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL.
Dalton, 1st and 10. Austin's got it left side. A gain of 6 there on first.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Ingram again, a first down carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That play never got off the ground because of the defensive front. They owned the offensive line, which allowed the linebackers to see their openings and run straight to the ball. That's why that play just never had a chance.
And he's got him over the middle, Fedorowicz. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big gain there for the Bills. 30 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Encroachment, defense. Still first down.
The defense helps the offense out there. Now 5 yards to go on first down. After the penalty, it's Ingram. Ingram churning. He lost the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. And a great spot to Dalton now. And his first look is incomplete. Kendall has put them in a tough second and long. On the counter, Ingram. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Mariota now to throw on first down. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
First down, Mariota. Oh, that was dangerous. Throw it for, he's brought down. 18 yards there, down to the 18 and a first down.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean that's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
Throwing again, Mariota on 2nd and 10. Looking for his tight end Gates, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Paul Warlow. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the...
And now out come the Bills. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Yeah, get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Dalton throwing on 2nd down.
And all in the grand old, he'd hate that. He just want to be a seasoned veteran who continues to make plays at a Pro Bowl level.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The 38-year-old veteran, how does he do it? James Harrison in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage old, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down. A lot of talent early, flashed a lot of potential. Now everyone's waiting for the leap. Where is he going to make his biggest gains, and how will his team benefit from those?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
They run again on first down, Peterson. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. A couple of Bills team up to bring him down there. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
2nd down following the run. Mariota now on 2nd down. And Roberts with it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards through the air and a first down. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And we take a look at the Bills' defense.
Kenny Vaccaro is an excellent player. Can cover in the slot, but his best attributes, tackling people and rushing the quarterback.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now a second down throw for Mariota. Caught by Gates, left side. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. 2 yards to go here on third down. So 1 quarter in the books on a cold December afternoon. 0-0 our score. And we're back to upstate New York after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Head & Shoulders. Shoulders were made for greatness, not dandruff.
Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
So the run gets him the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They'll run with Peterson. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
I know Adrian Peterson can run away from you in the open field, but he is not a guy that shies away from contact in goal line situations.
And this close to the goal line, they may turn to him again. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Now that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed, because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
Here's Peterson, and this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Partner, it's decision time now. I know it's still just the 2nd quarter, but you have an opportunity to either kick the field goal or go for it and try and score a big-time touchdown. This is why the head coaches get paid the big bucks.
And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
And here come the Bills. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
Hey, 380!
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Partner, we're into the 2nd quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
And finding Fedorowicz. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early.
False start, offense.
Watch right. Zebra!
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Tavon Austin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On second down, Peterson. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. So they run it on second down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. A 10th carry now for Peterson. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
To throw Mariota, and it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses. And now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
And Gano's kick is right through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So that's their 3rd trip to the red zone, but all they have to show so far is 2 field goals.
Tough sledding in this game for the offense. They get to the red zone. Normally you count on a minimum of 3 points in each red zone trip. Not so far in this game.
And the Bills getting set to go. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. Out to the left. It's complete to Dyson. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
C.J. Fedorowicz, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Normally he's pretty reliable, usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
2nd and 10. Dalton once more. He dumps it down to Ingram. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Manti Te'o. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Man open left side is Brown. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And quickly they get to the line. First down, Mariota. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Third down, it's Adrian Peterson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Peterson alone in the backfield. Mariota now to throw on first down. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Second down now after the pass completion. Second down, Mariota. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action. And this one is right down the middle. And that will send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report.
Let's take a look at the halftime stats here. Score is 9-7 here. We are up by just 2 points here. Let's see, we have about 5 average yards per play with 1 takeaway. Here's Marcus Mariota passing to Antonio Gates, that gets intercepted by the Bills defense, and they take over on the interception. That was in the first quarter. Here's the middle of the second quarter. The Buffalo Bills pass to Miles Austin, and he scored, Tavon Austin, and he scores the touchdown for them. Next possession here. Bills trying to get it to the tight end, but gets intercepted.
Thank you, my man.
And then we
Still
score
anyone's
a field goal.
contest, just a 2-point game as we get set for the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
Now Peterson, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock. Do you get the sense, Brandon, that people are trying to retire Antonio Gates? They keep thinking this is almost the end of the line, and then he keeps making catches like the one we just saw there.
He's the old reliable, you're right, just one of 9 players in the NFL with 100 or more touchdowns. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Peterson alone in the backfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Antonio Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And that makes it a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Second down, Dalton, right side, caught Fedorowicz. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Here's Brett Kern now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Back near his goal line, Mariota forced out to his left. It's a gain of 9 yards, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Well, there's another example of what Marcus Mariota brings to the game. Sweet feet that elude sticky situations. He knows how to get outside the pocket and get downfield. Last year as a rookie, he showed us exactly how to do it and do it well.
And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
A first down throw for Mariota. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Call it a gain of 5. And it'll be second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
All right, I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Jaron Brown, the intended target. And now it's second down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Now a run with Peterson. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. To throw is Mariota. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And this seemingly endless drive continues. Mariota now to throw on first down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And it's second down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Mariota. Over the middle, Jaron Brown's got it. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll bring up a second down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put in.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Justin Forsett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
It's second down. Dalton looking. And his pass incomplete. He was looking for Mark Ingram there. And it's third and short.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
To throw here, Dalton. It's brought in by Doxson. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
It'll go as a gain of 12, and it'll be a Buffalo first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And again, Andy Dalton to throw. That is caught at the 7. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
They'll look to run with Ingram. Ingram churning. He lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. No gain on the play there, second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Roberts with it over the middle. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on third down. Peterson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. A couple of Bills team up to bring him down there. Decent chunk of yardage still left here, 2nd and 7. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Here we go with 2nd and 7. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come out here in the eye. And off comes to Peterson. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, got to make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. A lot of times, as AP goes, so goes the team. He's done well, the team's done well.
And usually when he does that well, other people do in addition, because now you can open up other things in your offense. But the bottom line is he is option number one, and that's usually their best option. Just absolutely can brutalize the defense. That was a good, strong run there. While one picked up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, giving them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why their points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. A road win in the
All right, that's
National
going to do it
Football
here from
League.
Buffalo.
Charles, you
Week
never
15
take that for
in the
granted,
book.
no matter who you're
Final
playing, no
score,
matter where you're
Cleveland
playing.
Browns
You take it
24,
and you run with
Buffalo
it.
Bills
And you know
7.
you
I don't
pride
know
the
how
pump all week in
that
your own
they're
home
a
facility.
10-3 team
No
when
one
they
thinks
can
we
only
can
put
do
7
this.
points on
Only
the
people who
scoreboard.
believe are right here in
That
this
don't make no
room.
sense to
And then
me.
you go on the
But
road, band
it is
together,
what it
and
is.
get it done.
Great game today. Easy win.
So for
I'm glad
Cleveland,
that
they
happened
continue
that
to
way.
roll as the win
Like it
gets them
says,
to
9
12
points
and
in the
2
second,
on the
7
year.
in the
And they will head
third,
home
and
next
I
week to
forget
take
in the
on the
fourth.
San Diego
Anyways,
Chargers. Meanwhile,
here's
for
highlights from the
Buffalo,
game.
they'll drop
One
to
from
10 and
Buffalo,
4
here's
on the
one
year.
from
And they will be
us,
at home next week
the
to
corner
take
route, Andre
on the
Roberts.
Miami Dolphins.
Here's another highlight from us. Touchdown from Antonio Brown. Bad news is Antonio Brown is injured on that play. I don't know how long he's going to be out for. I will tell you guys in just a minute once I get back to the main
So that's a
menu.
wrap for
Here's
Charles
the post-game
Davis. I'm
stats.
Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at EASports.com.
And 2 takeaways.
With
the only
that, we
better
say
in
so
average
long
yards per play,
from
which is
Buffalo.
really impressive. As you take a look here, Marcus Mariota for us has a 76.6 completion percentage, 288 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Their quarterback, Andy Dalton, 61.9 completion percentage, 239 yards, and only 1 touchdown on the day. And Adrian Peterson once again came up clutch today. Very good performance today. And that will do it for week 15. Next week we will be at home to take on the Dolphins or Steelers. I forget. I'll tell you in a second. Several people increased today. I'm not going to say everyone, but several people did today. So that's going to do it for the XP feedback part. So let's advance. Week 15 is done. We finished the game and we beat them easily. So Week 16 will be next week, a week from now, on my birthday, February 6, 2017. And I will show you guys that in a week. So we take on the Chargers at home in a week. In a week. And then we're at home. We're on the road to play the Steelers in 2 weeks from now. So we are now 12 and 2. What was I going to show you guys? I was going to show you something. Oh yeah, the injury report. Where is it? My team, right? Injury. Yeah, injury. Okay, Antonio Brown is injured. Let's see how long with it. Jason Morrow is injured too. Length 3 weeks. So he's injured for 3 weeks. So he'll be out for week 15, 16, and 17. So we'll have to see him back in the playoffs. And he's out for 4 weeks. So we'll see him in the divisional if we get there for the championship round. We might have a first round bye, I have no idea. But that's going to do it. Let me save this real quick before I call it a day. Next 2 days from now we'll be playing episode 14 of NBA 2K17 My GM. It will be game 3, I think, between the Rockets and the Lakers. Hopefully we can win that one. I think it's game 3, I don't know. But yeah, that's going to do it for this episode. If you enjoyed this, make sure to give it a like and subscribe and comment if you want me to change anything. Make sure to tune in to TNT tonight. Pistons Celtics on like right now, and later tonight the Grizzlies and the Suns. I forgot to say Grizzlies earlier. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys Wednesday for my NBA 2K17 My GM stream. See you guys later. Peace.